They are just ordinary people. And like everyone else, they're swallowed up by the mediocrity and boredom of daily life. While they desire to go explore novel things, deep down, they know that this is not what society expects from them. So they dream of defying expectations, to transform their ordinary lives into something extraordinary. Why conform to norms like any program machine? Why shy away from ambition? Why be limited by conventions? Why not just go and prove everyone wrong? Go play, and play hard. Go innovate, and do so to support people around you. Go dream, both when you're asleep and when you're awake. Go make a difference. Make the impossible possible. Visualize what exists only in your wild imagination and express your passion in your own unique way. Go explore the unknown. Shed light on things that were once mysteries. The monotony of life will suddenly become interesting. They are ordinary people and extraordinary dreamers.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, of course we cannot forget our friends who join with us online. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for all of your enthusiasm. I'm your host for today, Miss Taiwan Joyce. Welcome to Go Sport Tech, Sports Technology Forum, organized by National Science and Technology Council and co-hosted with the French office in Taipei. It's a historic moment that we all share together. We continuously establish a deep connections between Taiwan and France, jointly promoting a new era for sports technology. At the very beginning of this event, of course, let's welcome the important supporters of Taiwan's technology, Dr. Chen Zhongwu, Minister without Portfolio Executive Yuan Minister, National Science and Technology Council, to deliver the opening remarks for us. So we all put our hands together and that's welcome.
French office in Taipei, Mr. Frank Paris, yeah, and all the keynote speakers and our moderator, Professor Huang, and also Professor Wu, and actually he's the minister designate next month. And ladies and gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm very happy to have the chance to meet you all here for the Go Sport Tech Forum, co-hosted by French office in Taipei and also NSTC. And actually, last year was the very happy years for Taiwan and France because we signed the first ever Science and Technology Cooperation Convention last November, I remember. Although we have a lot of cooperation in the past couple of decades, Taiwan and France, but for the ministerial cooperation, the agreements, that is, last year was the first one. And I just asked Frank Paris about this event in China. This is the first event, France, French office in Taipei, first event in China. So it's very meaningful in China. And many of us, we I was born in Taiwan. And also the minister designate, he was also born in Taiwan. So today is a very important day for Taiwan. Actually, today, in addition to the forum, we have a big event, Cyber Girls, for the cybersecurity for girls in Taiwan. And this is the first time we held the competitions. So I just mentioned to Funk that this year we have more than 4,000 high school girls to join this competition, and that is very important for the future because cybersecurity is very important, and we are lacking up talents in Taiwan. And for the after this event, next Monday, there's a big delegation from France, more than 30 professors and also government officers to come to Taiwan. We have a first Science and Technology Cooperation Conference held in Taipei. So that is also very important for the relationship between Taiwan and France. And that is very important. I hope that for futures, this event can be taken in turn in Taiwan and also in France. That is very important. And we have 6 major topics. That is artificial intelligence, and also the semiconductor, space, and also health industry, ocean, and also green energies. So you may find that there's no sports tech, but sports technology related to all the technology behind. I just found that Unigym, and the founder, he said that he just have a very good news to, oh, is it confidential, right? Okay. But anyway, the startup company in Taiwan, actually, we have very good results. And I think combined with the France, because for this year, the Olympics will be held in Paris, started from July or whatever. And that is very important, also related to sports. And we know that, Fong keep reminding me that we have to tell the people in Taiwan, France is not only famous for food, but also for deep science and technology. So I think sports technology also a very good focus of France. And in Taiwan, we think that we can have a very good cooperation in the future in this area. So again, thank you for everybody to come to the forum, and I hope the forum very successful today. Thank you.
Thank you for your blessing, Minister Wu. And just like what Minister Wu just said, so many big events happening in Taiwan and Tainan this year. So it makes everybody so excited and looking forward to our future cooperation in Taiwan and both in France. So next, let's show our warmest welcome to our guest, Frank Paris, the director of French office in Taipei, to deliver the opening remarks. Bienvenue. I hope my French is okay. Bienvenue.
It's excellent. Thanks a lot for this warm welcome, Minister Wu, dear Professor, Design Minister, dear guests, dear entrepreneurs. I'm very happy here to be in Tainan. I'm very proud to have the French flag here in Tainan because, you know, my family name is Paris, but I'm a Southerner. I come from the south of France. And it's very meaningful for me to attend here an event in the south of Taiwan dedicated to innovation. Because Southerners are good at innovation. Why is that? Because there are challenges. They like to challenge the capital. And they like to challenge the country, they like to challenge environments. So I'm very happy to be here among key entrepreneurs. I'm very also happy because we will talk about sports. And we have the privilege to host the Olympic Games next summer in Paris, not only in Paris, but in many cities of France. And we will be proud to host Taiwanese sportswomen and sportsmen. and we hope to celebrate a lot of medals. And we hope also to celebrate Taiwanese culture, because during all the period of the Olympics, there will be in the north of Paris a pavilion dedicated to Taiwanese culture. So that means that all French peoples and all visitors from the world, they will have the opportunity to have a taste of Taiwan culture. And this is very meaningful for us, because this is what the Olympics are for. It's also to showcase the culture of every participant. And it will be also an opportunity to make the connection between sports and innovation. I mean, we often speak about health and innovation, military devices and innovation, but we forget that sports is also a high provider of innovation for the sake of for the benefit of the whole society. I would like to also wish the best of luck to the Taiwanese entrepreneurs who will come to Vivatech in Paris next June. I would like to advise them to use this opportunity, of course, to reach out to the French ecosystem, but also to reach out to the whole world, because this is what Paris is about. It's a place to reach out to Europe. It's a place to reach out to the US, because there will be a lot of US entrepreneurs also attending this event in Vivatech. It's also a platform to reach out to Africa, because we will have a lot of African startups, and I think this is a very promising avenue of cooperation for Taiwan. And lastly, I would like to thank you, dear Minister, for the work we have done to enhance the links between France and Taiwan, our two ecosystems. Together, we have put science, technology, innovation at the core of the relationships. I think we have this agreement. We had very successful meetings between presidents of universities. We will have next week, I think, very productive talks between scientists. There's another building block coming, which is connection between startups. And I think it's the next frontier between us, connecting French and Taiwanese startups and French companies, because this is something we are good at, France and Taiwan. It's innovation and preparing the future together. So thanks a lot again for this invitation, and best of luck to this event.
So let's put our hands together to our director, Paris. Merci beaucoup. And I believe that everyone is so excited for the Olympics, not only for the outstanding performance from the athlete, but also the technology, the sports technology utilized in Olympics, and also the culture that we are going to share to the world. So next, we are going to take a group photos, and of course, I would love to invite our distinguished guests to join with us. And photographers, please move to the best position to memorize this moment. And so, for this memorable group photos, I would love to invite Dr. Zheng Zhongwu, please come onto the stage. Minister without Portfolio, Executive Yuan Minister, and STC. And of course, once again, let's invite Frank Paris, the Director of French Office in Taipei. Chen Wenwu, President of Southern Taiwan University of Science and Technology. A round of applause, and please come onto the stage. Andrea Xu, Director General of Department of Academia, Industry Collaboration, and Science Park Affairs, and STC. Next, Hank Huang, Managing Director of IAPS. Please and welcome. Michael Huang, CEO of Taiwan Institute of Sports Science. Please come onto the stage. Marco Villela, Innovation Footwear Designer of Decathlon. Last but not least, Jay Ling, Founder and CEO of Unigym. So, in our first photos, I would love to invite all our distinguished guests that we all raise our torches together and we raise it in our right hand. Perfect! And big smile to our photographer. And friends, raise your camera and cell phone. This is the time that we all need to memorize. Perfect. After this, we still have more steps coming out. So after Joy's countdown, 3, 2, 1, we all flip our torches together. But now, we still show our logos to everyone. But after the countdown, we do the flipping. Okay? Perfect. So, all our distinguished guests, are you ready? Yes, ready. And all our friends are ready. Perfect. Let's all count down together. 3, 2, 1. Go Sport Tech. Let's flip the torches together. Perfect. That represents we ignite the torches in our hands, promoting the new technology and shine on the global stage. Let's catch this precious moment together. And it's our great honor to have all of your participation. Then let's plant the flame of victory and spear forward to France. Perfect. Thank you for all of your participation. And all our distinguished guests, please be seated. And in our second photos, I would love to invite all our friends, all our partners over here. We're going to join in our second group, big group photos together. And we're also so honored to have our distinguished guests who join with us today from Argo Yacht Club, Victory Rackets Industrial Corporation, Taiwan Innovative Sports Association, Taiwan Sport Venues Employees Labor Union, Taiwan Space Agency, we have so many guests. That's how make it so beautiful and so plentiful. Still, international students from National Zhongzhen University, Chenggang University, Yangming Jiaotong University, Viva Tech Team. So, all our distinguished guests, we all raise the gold medal in your hands, but don't block your faces, which is the most important things. And our friends in the backs, please stand up because we all need to get everyone in our photos together. We all stand up and squeeze in the center because I want to make everyone in our big group photos. So the last row of our audience, please stand up, and if you have the cardboard, please raise it up. The torches, the gold medal, let's celebrate together. Raise your hand and your biggest smile to our photographers, and let's memorize this moment. And we all look forward to the progress of Taiwan's sport technologies and future cooperation with France and Taiwan, and of course, to the world. Smile. Okay, after the pictures, we also have the video. So what should we do? We're shaking with all our energies. You're ready? Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Let's shake. Woohoo! Go Sport Tech! Perfect. Thank you for all of your participation and cooperation. Still, we have more coming up. Today, we're so honored to invite Decathlon, which is the largest sports retail brand in Europe and the second largest in the world, to share the topic. What is the topic? The topic is talking about technology drives the revolutions of sports with us. So I would love to invite all our guests. Let's put our hands together and let's welcome Marco Villela, the innovation footwear designers of Decathlon.
Well, thank you very much. Very, very enthusiastic introduction. Thank you. Also, I want to thank everybody here from the National Science and Technology Council as well. And also, I know many of you. I worked also with Professor Huang as well with IAPS. And it's my first time meeting you. I think, yes, from the French office. It's a pleasure to meet you. Also, I think it's a pleasure to be here in Tainan. I also did my university studies here in Tainan. So my NCKU classmates and professors, hello. Yes, nice to meet everybody. I'm Marco, I'm here representing Decathlon today. And so first of all, I'm gonna start with an introduction about the company in general, and then I'll start with the main topic that I will introduce today. As you can see, first of all, we have a new logo. So Decathlon has just launched its rebranding. And you can see we have, so the logo is representing, it's called the orbit. So it's representing, you know, the mountains, and also the D logo original D logo of Decathlon, which is very iconic to, I guess, you know, to European people who have seen Decathlon grow from just a retailer to what it is now. It's such a huge company, such a huge industry. Now, my main topic today is to talk about the technology that drives the future of sports. So, first, to start about about my topic, I want to introduce to you about Decathlon in general. So, this is our new slogan. It's called Ready to Play. The main reason is because, you know, Decathlon is well known to be a retailer. But Decathlon is not just a retailer. Decathlon is actually a company that develops and tries to innovate to create their new products of the future. So actually, if you've been to Decathlon stores, you might see many products and many innovation projects. And all of these innovation products all come from our designers, our engineers that work in Decathlon to be able to produce all of these products for our customers. And you know, Decathlon strives to bring sports and make it accessible to everybody. So that's why I'm here to introduce to you why we need to work together with Taiwan, as well as with other companies or with other startups and stuff, to be able to create the products of the future. Okay, so there is a reason why we're here in Taiwan. So, you know, I work specifically in a development center or an innovation center here in Taiwan, and we're in Taichung office in Nantuan district. And our main office over there is focused on footwear specifically, because actually footwear in Taiwan is one of the biggest industries. You might not know, or you might but actually Taiwan has some of the best technologies in the world that produce shoes for huge brands. Not only Decathlon, but also for Nike, for Adidas, for Puma, for Reebok. Most of the products or materials or components that come for footwear come from companies that are Taiwanese, or companies that are based in Taiwan, but they also have factories in Vietnam, China, and other countries. So the main reason why I'm here specifically in Taiwan is because there was a need to create an innovation hub here in Taiwan so we can boost innovation. And then we have two different sides. So we have innovation and conception. So for example, we know innovation is to be able to create something that disrupts the current product or the current situation of how people use products. And then the conception is to be able to drive with the existing components or the existing products, how we can drive this and make it a better experience, but not necessarily having to change or reinvent the wheel, as we say. Now, we do have a hub here in Taiwan, as I said. This is our Nantuan store, Nantuan office. And this is just a small you know, showroom that we have in our office where we can show a little bit of what we do, how we work in innovation. And then the main idea and the main goal of us is to be able to scout and to search for technologies here in Taiwan to be able to produce products for the rest of the world, for Decathlon to be able to sell to the customers around the world. Now, why Taiwan? You know, Taiwan is known to be the footwear Silicon Valley, but not just for footwear. You know, we know that Taiwan is very famous for its bicycles. Also, Taiwan is very famous for its plastic components, also for its metal components. So actually in Taiwan, in the office in Taiwan, we have many different departments that work for different processes. So as I mentioned, we have plastic composites, we have metal composites, also we have footwear, we have textile, we have also for glasses, you know, So actually, one of the biggest companies that we work with is a supplier in Taiwan, in Tainan, called Huame, which is the one that provides the lenses for the glasses that we have in Decathlon. And then, as I mentioned, in Taiwan, it's a small country, and but it has everything included in it. So it's very convenient for us to be in Taichung because we have such proximity to all of our different suppliers, as well as such a closeness to be able to collaborate with different suppliers, with different startups and different companies that want to collaborate with us. So that's why we're here in Taiwan. Now, if I tell you a little bit about the stakes behind our intentions behind the booster here in Taiwan, the first one is a structure to process and be able to transform innovation. What does this mean? Basically, we scout for innovations around Taiwan, and we see something that can be used and can be integrated into our products, and then we transform it into a product that can be sold in stores, okay? Then the second one is find solutions faster thanks to the environment. So as I mentioned, Taiwan is a small place, it's a small country, but it has everything available to it. I know Taiwan is the most convenient country I've ever been to. And you know, we have such a great ecosystem, and the government also helps a lot to be able to promote the young people, to be able to promote technology, to be able to promote startups, that it becomes very easy for Decathlon, for a company like Decathlon, to be able to be part of this ecosystem and be able to extract all of this technology and use it for its benefit. And you know, also to create value between each other, not just, you know, for Decathlon, but also for the startups to grow and to be able to collaborate with a bigger enterprise. Now, these are our singularities. This is how we basically work here. So the first one, we have our footwear booster. So we have to have our design and engineering center located here. So me, as a representative of the design department, I'm here working together to scout and to source for innovations and to be able to design and to create these products and transform them into things that are usable, you know, for our customers. The second is component and tech best of breeds. Best of breeds means all the different suppliers, startups, government agencies, councils and stuff that can collaborate with us to be able to find all of these technologies and collaborate. And the last one is concept and prototyping. So basically, we work with a lot of development centers here in Taiwan that are from big groups that help us transform our ideas into real products, and then we can produce. Okay, so now so this is the introduction of Decathlon and the booster in general about here. So now I'm gonna introduce to you the main topic, which is how technology is able to boost basically innovation, and then for sports. And then I'm gonna use two specific examples. The first example, I'm gonna share a small video for you to see first. Okay, so thank you. So this is the first product I want to share with you. So, you know, one of the main, I would say, goals of Decathlon is to be a sustainable company. So the main idea about sustainability is to be able to produce and to make products that help the environment and also can be transformed into something else. So this product actually, at the moment, is only available in Europe, but this shoe, this mountain hiking shoe, is basically a shoe that is made from one polymer. What this means is made from one material only, everything, including the upper material, the sole material, the laces, everything that you see in the shoe can be recycled and transformed into something else. So the main concept and then the main idea of this product is after you use the product for a certain amount of time, you're able to take the product back to Decathlon where they can recycle it, and then they can make it into a new product. So, you know, for us, it's very important, you know, when we talk about innovation, sustainability comes a lot in play, because for us, sustainability and being able to become green, making our products green, is a great way to innovate. Because we believe that, especially here in Taiwan, for example, so as you can see, all of these components that you see to be able to create these shoes, these are all scouted from Taiwanese companies and from Taiwanese suppliers. So we had to work a lot with suppliers. For example, let's say for the sole. The sole is a very critical part of a shoe, because for a shoe you have to walk a lot, so you have to have comfort. And sometimes certain materials do not fit the capabilities to be able to create a sole. So what you do is you basically you talk to your suppliers and create a link, and you create and you start working with them to develop these kind of materials that are able to use in your existing product. So it's a very complicated process. You know, you have to work for many years with your suppliers to be able to produce all of these products. And then, but the good thing is the collaboration and the willingness of the suppliers to be able to work with us and to transform these ideas into reality. Now, a second product. Okay, so as I mentioned, I talked about sustainability first, and now I want to talk a little bit about technology. So this is another product that all of the components come from Taiwan as well. And this is something very interesting, because at the beginning, Taiwan, Decathlon wasn't able to it's the first shoe that we have with a carbon plate. And this is because we actually have been able to scout suppliers here in Taiwan that have the greatest technology for carbon plates, and also to be able to provide the best foam for rebound. So when it comes to creation of products, we look for a lot for materials and for components that can help improve our products in any way. So for example, for this shoe, it was originally the idea to have the lightest and the most dynamic shoe in the world. And what we were able to achieve with that is only by collaborating together with our suppliers to be able to find all of these different components and be able to put it in one product. So this is it for my presentation. I think my time is up. If you have any questions, you can let me know. I don't know, do we have time for questions? Or no? No?
We have some little time in the end of.
Perfect, okay, then thank you all.
Okay, thank you, Marco. And once again, if we have more time, we will open up like the QA session for everyone. That if you have anything you want to discuss, then you can just raise your hand at the ending part of our sections. So I didn't know that actually Taiwan is so expert in the footwear, right? And I still remember that when I studied in my university, I still have an innovation, new products, is adjustable height high heels. And I even take the products to go abroad to participate in a festival, which is quite interesting. Yeah, so a really nice experience. So next, we still have more coming up. And of course, we always appreciate experts from the industry, government departments, and academia from both Taiwan and France to join our panel discussion. And we will have our panel discussion, sport, industrial, and academic from South. And of course, first, I would love to invite our moderator to come onto the stage. Let's all put our hands together, and let's welcome Hank Huang, Managing Director of IAPS. And still, we have 3 honor panelists that I'm going to introduce it to everyone. First, let's welcome Chen Wen-Wu, President of Southern Taiwan University of Science and Technology. Please come onto the stage and put our hands together. Second, let's invite Michael Huang, CEO of Taiwan Institute of Sports Science. Our second panelist. Last but not least, our third panelist, let's welcome Jay Ling, founder and CEO of Unigym. Woo! So right now, I will give the floor to Director Huang. Thank you.
Thank you. I look at the topic, the sports industry and academia from the South. I think President Wu, I think it's for you. I think that all you may or may not know, right? I think the President Wu is the athletic legend. He's a pitcher, win the champion for the Little League Baseball in the world sports in 1971. Okay, so he's a pitcher, right? So it's like, so he is a legend for the sports. And then different from others, he actually goes study. So he got a double in from NTU and also the PhD from UC Santa Barbara. After that, he actually joined the Tsinghua University in the integrated circuits, very different, right? And now he become a senior vice president, a senior vice president for Tsinghua University. Now it's a kind of resume his hobbies, right? And so there's a big push on the sports science at the Tsinghua University and actually engage the industry needs as well. And I think recent have a TIS, which we'll introduce a little bit, become the chairmen of the center, the institute, right? So I think probably the topic is really for you, right? So that's our first panelist. Our second is the TISS. He's the promoter for the TISS, the Science Tech. Really like to make it happen because it improve the athlete performance, maybe talk about the industry relationship. And then we need a CEO, right? So CEO have very strong mission. Usually we give a CEO, it's more like the company like. So you take the full responsibility, right? So it's governed by the President Wu, but you are taking the full responsibility. And Jay Ling actually is our entrepreneur, very success. It's our first batch, right? And now LP actually invest them, lucky for him. And there's a good news for him. So I think we have a very good panelists for discussion, and hopefully there's some thorough discussion after my question. And because the question is very tough, so usually I like to give a little bit warm discussion. So maybe you introduce yourself in the position as a president, as a CEO, as an entrepreneur. What is your role in the university, TISS, and also the company? So, President Wu.
So the question
is just briefly your position in the university, how you actually involved in the sports tech then?
TISS is the Taiwan Institute of Sports Science, and sports science is an existing research area to help increase the performance of athletes and reduce injuries. This is very important. However, today, when we talk about sport technology, we are talking about using existing advanced technologies to help the development of sports science, to help sports science research. And a very simple example is that if you look at the Major League Baseball today, you can see that a lot of data generated from all kinds of sensors in the arena, in the ballpark, and mainly from advanced technologies like AI, advanced sensors, high-speed, high-resolution cameras, and maybe Internet of Things systems, 5G or even Wi-Fi technologies employed, and so on. There's so many different technologies that can be used to capture data from the athletes and even record the entire games. Not just that, you can also analyze the viewers, the spectators in the park, and even analyze the behavior of the viewers on the internet to generate economic benefits for this sports industry. So our mission for TISS is to improve sports science research and generate commercial value for the sports industry, so that with the technological improvement, we can improve the performance of the athletes, reduce injuries of the athletes, and also increase the technology applications in this sports industry to make it a very huge benefit for the entire society. And as a chairman, I'm currently introducing talents and real technologies into this conventional sports science area. And Professor Huang is a very successful researcher in the conventional sports science area. So with the help from talents in, for example, computer science departments, EE, electrical engineering departments, mechanical engineering department, and so on, we integrate the teams together. The sports science research has been improved a lot. And that is our mission. Thank you.
Okay, I think the chairman said the mission, right? So now who is going to make it happen? That's the CEO's job, right? So Dr. Michael Wong.
Hi, exactly, that's what happened. Personally, my background is in sports medicine and sports injury rehabilitation. So I am a very traditional sports science researcher, and I help hundreds of athletes return from the injuries for the past maybe close to 40 years. I worked in the States for about 10 years at the university. I worked for football teams. So I had quite experience in injury prevention and treatment. However, taking over the position at the Taiwan Institute of Sports Science, I'm trying to bring up the great idea and the leadership of my chair of involving the technology into the traditional sports science. We are trying to reduce injuries, but we need to know what happened in detail during the training. So training load monitoring is currently our goal. We try to know what happened to you physically, psychologically, and emotionally, and also skill-wise. We try to innovate different skills and equipments to know what happened during the training time. We'd like to also play back instantly to the coaches, so the athletes and coaches can know what happened during that trial, what went wrong or what went right. Whenever it's right, we record it, put it on the file, so coaches and athletes can go back to the files and know what happened and what they do the best. We're also trying to incorporate with the medical science into our prevention area. We're also incorporate technology to like image recognition of identifying the different ingredient of our food, so that we can closely calculate what was consumed by our athlete. And those type of product or service can can be converted into the future product for the promotion of public health. And that's the second part of our chairman says, not only will take care of the high level competitive athletes, we're also trying to create an environment of programs to help the health promotion for the general public. In the meantime, we also like to increase the impact on the economies, because the data is there. We'll know what happened, the consumption behavior, and what they do during the exercise. It will provide more connection of the physically active individuals, what would like to know, and provide information to what happened to them when they like to challenge to reach their personal best. not necessarily for the Olympic goals, for their personal best. We can provide a service, and yet another sports service industry can be created. So that's both, we have two ends, one for the elite athletes' performance for our national team, but also would like to increase the awareness of the sports in the health promotion area. Thank you.
Good. That's why you're being selected as CEO. So later we're going to give more challenging question though. Jaylin, Gary is an entrepreneur for Unijin, the CEO founder. He's passionate, strong confidence. I think the day one actually he liked to go global at the day one, so he really make it happen. Too expensive to invest at the time, but still a lot of investor which actually have a good return. Actually, I hope. So your turn. How about the Unijin?
Yeah. As a startup founder, and actually our goal is slightly different. Actually, quite different from all the institutional. And yes, we only can take a little bit part of the goal, as you mentioned. Our main target is the general public. So what we do, actually, we're using the machine learning and machine vision to create something for general public to encourage everyone to do exercise. Actually, that's what Unigym do. So what we do, actually, we take we do want to reduce or take away the entry barrier for everyone to do exercise interactively. So the first thing we do, everybody have a mobile phone. So we invent some program to install in your mobile phone and provide it to general public. Everyone can do exercise anytime, anywhere. Take your mobile phone as a Wii or Nintendo and interact with your mobile phone. So you got thousands and thousands of classes from the cloud, and then you can just play around, put your mobile phone, you got a camera to capture your whole body skeletons, so you will know how good you are, what is the score you got, and you get the feedback from whatever you move. Actually, we have the booth in right over there, and if everybody got interested, you can go over and have a look and play around how we can provide this kind of public services. One thing we, well, I have to be honest with you, and I subscribe a gym membership, and I only got time to go twice for the whole year. And that's the thing inspired me to invent this program, because I only have 30 minutes a day. I don't have 3 hours to go to the gym. So I need a program like this to use my fragmented time to do exercise, only have when no matter what it is as long as I got a space, I got a phone, and then I can do exercise. And so yes, this is what we really try to provide to the general public. Use the technology we have and make everybody really easy to get healthier. Okay.
Okay, now come with a tough question then. Because I always interested in impact. Whatever you do, what kind of impact you like to create, right? And impact need to mean some scale up, and not only local, right? So what do you think about the impact you like to create and how you do the scale up, President? Oh, okay, CEO first. Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, Michael.
It is a tough question. The Taiwan Institute of Sports Science is less than 1 year old. Okay, we started this year, the first day of this year. So we're only about 4.5 months old. Our first main purpose is to help our national team. So if you want to talk about impact, is how we can help our national team to have a better performance during the Olympic Games. And I cannot disclose what we do to them, because somehow it's undisclosable. So, but we're trying to help, bringing different type of skills, technology, and help from different areas of expertise. Typically, with the technology, we can quickly identify the mistake during the training, so that the coaches can instantly correct what went wrong during that trial. That's the first impact we have, and coaches did indicate that really helped them. So that's the first impact we try to create. And the second impact will be in the future, but currently our main focus is on the national team. Eventually, we are also trying to create some other area, and we're starting to talk to our National Department of Defense. We're trying to help our soldiers for training. But again, that's another area that I cannot disclose.
Yeah, that's even more confidential, right? So nothing we can discuss here. But of course, once you reach some certain, limit, they can commercialize it, right? So I think that I'm looking for that. I mean, maybe Chairman will have some thought about that.
Yes, this is a very tough question. When the government decided to establish the Institute for Sports Science, the first thought is to increase the Olympic medals, the number of Olympic medals. That is the most important goal. Yeah. However, when I look at similar organizations worldwide, I understand that it is not easy, even for a national institute with government support, it's quite difficult. Because traditional sports science research always tailored for certain individual athletes. And the research result is not likely to be transformed to help others. And the athlete is a human being. He or she changes all the time. When the result is good for today, it's not going to be good for tomorrow. And when you do the research on site in a closed door area, it's not good for the athlete to do the real performance in the field. So we need to integrate so many different technologies in the real world. Our goal is to, what we are going to do to make it happen, is to invite the technology industry to work with the sport industry together. And what is the technology industry? In Taiwan, semiconductor industry, the electronics industry, the software, the cloud industry. All these people, they are doing very well. They are making a lot of money. They are quite happy. They don't like to do the sport because there's no market here. For the elite athlete, it's not a market because the size is so small. So how are we going to do? It's very important is to apply the technology on the elite athletes to make it happen. Then we go to the traditional sport industry that includes professional sports industry, and the athletes showing the technology that they use to improve their performance, reduce the injury. Then everybody watching the games, or they are going to do their own exercise, the ordinary people, amateur sport or even leisure sport, they all like to adopt the same tools, same systems, same wares, not just the footwear, but all the garment and so on, all the equipment and so forth, that the elite athlete they use. Everybody would like to use that themselves. Then it is a good industry. Then the technology will be migrated to ordinary people. That's a huge market. So we are going to try to set up this platform so that the research will combine not just traditional sport science researchers, but also researchers in the area of artificial intelligence, machine learning, and advanced sensors, as I mentioned, including wearable devices and so on, cameras, radars. All kinds of those technologies can be applied to the sports. And the market, we will help to set up this platform. The market will be shared with not just the academic researchers, but also the companies, the industries, which are in the technology area. But we open it up for collecting data to set up a national database for sports so that they can be used in real industry to generate commercial values, to make it helpful industry with good economic effect. So that's our method to combine technology with the sports research, traditional sports science research, to make the industry grow bigger, and that will benefit the sport area itself. So that I believe in the long run, our athletes can perform better. And also, because of the growth of the industry, we have more funding for improving all levels of athletes in our country. And the performance, I believe, will be getting better in the future. And that also help companies that can promote their technologies together with us to benefit the entire nation. Thank you.
Well, great. That's quite ambitious. I like to sign up because we actually have the 111 company from 22 countries, and we will set a platform that's, surely hopefully we can engage. By the way, probably you didn't know, the president will actually push the technology into the 全运会, right? So that's a big push. Try how the technology can be used at the sports events. So, Jay, how you do the scale up then? I mean, the day one, I think you very different from others, right?
Yes, as I think we'll go from different paths and different the way we look at about the scale up. Because as startup, I think the first thing for a startup to scale up is very important to join a right institution like Hank's AIPS or like Decathlon also help us before, and certainly TTA. I think we have to start, when you want to scale up, you need these platforms. Especially like the platform chairman has said. I think all the startup, we need a platform to do the first step for scale up. And the second, I think, again, we design the methodology, or how we apply the technology. We have to think of scale up as well from the very beginning. So like, for example, in my case, we identify this potential way of making this business model to provide a very interesting and socialized, interactive way of exercising. Then we have to think, okay, this is not only for Taiwan. Taiwan is the starting point, but we want to apply this application all over the world, and how we can do it. So we set up this business model from the very first day, and we targeting very clear partners. For example, for us is telcos. So the way we do, we identify the first partners in Taiwan, which is Chunghwa Telecom. Because of that, we scale up to Japan, Singapore, and even in Europe. I think that is the way we see how we can scale up. It's using Taiwan as a very good base, because it's your home country, it's your home. So we use this familiar environment with the help from the institutions like TTA, like ISPS, etc. And then we absorb the experience, and then we use this experience to start to expanding our borders. So like the why we joined the TTA's trip to VivaTech, exactly that's how we scale up. When you want to open the market scope, I think the best way is join this kind of group, because it's much better than go by yourself. You go with a national team. I think that is the best way to scale up. So this is a bit different point of view from a startup company, and the way we how we how we can really scale up quickly. That's the thing we think we can do.
Yeah, for that I have to big thanks for Angela, right? Angela, because I think that one time COVID, right? You still have to go, right? So like CS, so Viva Tech CS, like, our office are really, don't care about their life. If my wife probably doesn't allow me to go, right? So I'd like to thank Marco. I mean, Decathlon actually worked for many years already and helping the B2C product to the channel. We have Manfred, right? The Manfred study. So the last question I always ask to all the panelists is, what would you suggest for Taiwan? I mean, you are here, but what would you suggest for Taiwan startup, university, industry? What were your suggestions? So I mean, the NSTC can actually promote and encourage us more. Yeah. So maybe start from the Chairman Wu. You will be the sponsor in the future anyway.
First of all, I would like to see the change in the future, that in addition to the very advanced research, we go deeper in each technology and the fundamental research. We would like to encourage integration of different technologies into workable systems and real services that can benefit the human beings. This is very important. So integration of talents in different disciplines together to make the real applications work. So in the past, Taiwan has been a country in the world supply chain in every major industries. But in the future, we would like to encourage young generations to make their own future, develop their own products, their own services, their own systems, which they need in the future. But that needs the capability of integrating a team from different disciplines together. This is what I would like to encourage our young generation to do. This is the first. And the second is to encourage our government.
That's you.
To make a real change. Because our government today also has been working in a similar way. We partition the budget into different government segments, and then the ministers partition the budget into different areas, and the partition goes on until the individual researcher, and they don't integrate together. So the system also needs to change in the future. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. We got some insight. Okay, you have the professor. You probably know how to do the integrations. All right, Michael.
Yeah, from my personal point of view and from my institute, I probably cannot make suggestion about what technology can go because we are the end users. So from my point of view, I will try to create more connections, more communications or conversations between the users and the technology. For the people that I met in technology, they have great idea, great technology, great skills, but sometimes they don't know the need of our area. So my role will be the bridge or the moderator between the two different areas of people and trying to come up with a good idea. Like my chairman say, we need to have a combined or effort, a joint team to make deeper research and to create a better future. All right.
Great, thank you. I think TIS will different success. You two are very in sync, right? Okay, all right, thank you. Jay.
Well, as startup, we are a very small company, And what we can really do, I cannot say I represent the full IT industry, especially for sport tech. But I think one thing, what I can feel is that all the startups or IT sport tech technology company, we are very, very eager to have a platform like Chairman mentioned. We need to have a national team ideologies and help us to get together. And then we can do is we can contribute what we have. But we cannot do is really we do not have the platform to spread out, to pass our information and to spread out, to use our technology available for the public. And that is what we do not have. And we do really need the government to help us to make this technology available for everyone. And see how we can contribute for the platform and through the platform, not only cover Taiwan, even cover the world, cover the whole world. I think that is, from our side, I think what Taiwan or as a Taiwanese government can help for a startup or a technology company like us, I think that is the best way we hope we can have.
Yeah, I'd like to second that because I host a company called Go. We have to do all the certification study at the overseas. Hopefully TIC can be in the international level recognized. So we actually can participate our athletes together to certify the solution that we're actually going to provide in the world. Okay, I mean the time's up, so I truly appreciate our panelists, the discussion, and appreciate all your attendance.
Sorry, before we close, may I?
Sure, go ahead. Good.
For those people out there or audience right here, we are hiring. If you have passions in sports science and technology innovation into sports science, please come to us. Draw me a line to TISS and go to our website and draw me a line. We'll talk. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the very important hiring information. And thank you our moderator and panelists. And thank you our guests to have our brilliant sharings and insight together. And maybe let's invite our, have a good photos together. Perfect. Photos, of course. And we're just so lucky today because our panel discussion today, we gather ideas and thoughts and insights from different areas. Like, for example, we have the industry, academia, and also entrepreneurship. So we're so lucky to get the different aspect of sports technology. And thank you again. But first, I need to say I'm really sorry because originally we are going to open up for the QA session, but we are running out of time. But I believe that all our distinguished guests do learn more information and deeper knowledge about what is sports technology. So after listening to the plentiful forum, I believe everyone is so excited and looking forward to get more experience in sports technology. So right now, I want to invite our guests. Please follow my steps and let's move together. We're moving to the sport launch and we have something more over there. So I would love to invite our distinguished guests. Let's follow our step together. And we also have our staff holding the torches over there. If you miss us, and you can just ask for the staff, where is the directions and where is the place? And let's move forward together. Oh, and also we cannot forget our friends on the internet. It is the wrap up for today, but for our friends who is in TTS House right here, and we can move forward to our sports launch. And there are something more that we're going to share with you. In the morning we have something in the PowerPoint, but right now we have something real that you can really experience and like immerse yourself into sport technology. So right now, let's follow our steps and let's move forward.